everyone, welcome back. It's great to have you here today. Today we'll be looking at the Trapezium Rule. In this video, we are going to go through the Trapezium Rule and then we will do some examples together. Please get your pen and paper ready and work through these questions with me. Let's start from a velocity time graph. The gradient of a velocity time graph is the acceleration. The area under the graph is the distance. So what if now, if we have a curve look like this, how do I work out the area under the curve? So what we can do here is to split the curve into different sections and try to fit trapezium underneath the graph. So if this is x0, this is going to be y0, and this point here is going to be x1, y1. That means this length is going to be y1, and this point is going to be x2, y2, and this line is going to be y2. Similarly, we have y3, y4, and y5. So what we have here is a sum of area of the trapezium. So the area under the curve is a half y0 plus y1 times by h. That is the first trapezium. By using the formula, we can add the second one, third one, fourth one, and the fifth one. So now what we can do here is we can factorize out a half h, because a half h is the common factor, and what we're left with from the first term is y0 plus y1, and then y1 plus y2 from the second term, y2 plus y3 from the third term, the one I missed out, y3 plus y4, and then y4 plus y5. As you can notice, apart from the y0 and y5, I have 2 copies of y1, 2 copies of y2, 2 copies of y3, and 2 copies of y4. Therefore, we can write it as 2 lots of y1 plus y2 plus y3 plus y4. So this is the formula. Now where h is really the final point x5, subtract the first point x0 divided by the number of trapezia we have here. Let's see an application. This is an example. We needed to use the trapezium rule to find an estimate of the area of the region under the curve with the equation y equals 3x. Between x is 0 and 4 and the x-axis, and we wanted to use 4 strips of equal width. Now, for this question, we don't even need to sketch the curve. What we need to do is to find the h first. H is 4 subtract 0, so that's your final point, subtract first point, divided by the number of strips, so that's 4, and then the height is 1. So let's have a look. If the height is 1, starting from 0, add 1 each time, we will have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just to check, so between 0 and 1, that's trapezium 1, trapezium 2, trapezium 3, trapezium 4. So we have 4 trapezia here. What we need to do next is to find its y value. To find the y value, we simply use the equation y equals 3x. If x is 0, y is 3 to the power of 0. If x is 1, y is 3 to the power of 1. So we can use the same method to write down the rest of the y values. Now by using the formula, we know that the area is a half times height, which is 1, times by open bracket the first y value, which is 3 to the 0, plus the final y value, which is 3 to the 4, plus 2 lots of all the values in between. By working out the values, we can see that the final answer, A, is 80. Okay, that is it for today. Well done for making through to the end, especially if you have done the questions yourself. Remember, maths isn't a spectator sport, and we have to keep practicing to be more fluent. Happy revising, and I'll see you in the next video.